I'm Dr. Alexandria Zettler, and I'm an art therapist, and I work in a facility that mostly works with kids on the spectrum. I've been working with a 14-year-old boy who is considered to have nonverbal autism, and he basically hasn't spoken any words for 14 years. He uses some sign language. And although I'm familiar with the instinctual trauma response model, I had never tried it with kids who had nonverbal autism. But his mom gave me permission. We got started 3 weeks ago. And he went through his prenatal, his natal, his circumcision, and et cetera, all of his traumas. And he immediately started combining sign language with 2 words strung together, such as go, go, dada, or whatever. And then he, within a week, he was putting phrases together. And the next day, after putting phrases together out in the community, he is now playing with his trains and verbalizing what they're doing, like the train is going up the hill and stuff like this. So again, let me emphasize that this has been 3 weeks. So we processed his traumas one day after the next and represented them for him, and it's just extraordinary. So I'm over the moon, his mom is over the moon. We're really, really excited for him and his family. Sometimes you just have to take a leap and just try it with somebody that you don't, maybe are hesitant or worried that it's going to, you're not going to do it right or whatever. You just need to go for it, because if you don't process the essential traumas, obviously in this guy, there was a huge block. And as soon as we released that block by representing his stories to him, he just was free to say what he thought and felt and express his wants and needs, which were, just the motor development of being able to sign while you're speaking is tricky for some of us. So I would just tell people, don't be afraid, and you really need to know about this process. It is essential to mental health work. I don't want to do anything. It doesn't make any sense to me anymore to do anything else, to work with them in any way before I process their traumas. This is the missing piece. And of the 45 practitioners that we have in our facility, every single one of them needs to do this with every single kid, because we all have birth trauma. So let's just go for it, That is how I feel. It's a waste of time not to do it. All the other stuff will follow, then you can increase motor coordination and pragmatic language and all the other things you need to do. But, this is a beautiful combination of art-informed therapy as well as play-informed therapy, and you just really, you really need to know about it. As Linda says, process the trauma and see what's left.